Hello friends, welcome to my channel BES Physics. Now I am going to discuss current electricity part 6. So topic to be covered are Ohm's law and its graphical nature, analytical deduction of Ohm's law, relation between resistivity and conductivity. So let us discuss Ohm's law. Statement. It states that current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference applied across it, provided that the physical condition such as temperature, dimension of conductor remains same. That means consider a cylindrical conductor of length L is connected with a source voltage V. The amount of current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference. So mathematically V is directly proportional to I, therefore V is equal to Ri, where R is proportionality constant, is called resistance of the conductor. Then if you plot a graph between voltage and current, the nature of the graph is a straight line passing through origin. So taking current in x-axis and voltage in y-axis, the nature of the graph is a straight line. So V is equal to IR is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. This is the equation of a straight line. So in y-axis V is taken. So in x-axis current. So I is equal to V, M is equal to R. M is the slope of the line. In x-axis it is I. So V is equal to IR plus C is equal to 0. So V is equal to IR is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. So the graph of voltage and current is a straight line passing through origin. So consider a triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, tan theta is equal to P by B. P means SC divided by B means BC. So AC is equal to V or del V. This line is parallel to this line. If this line is V, so this line SC is equal to del V divided by BC is equal to del I. So del V by del I is equal to R. That means the slope of the curve or slope of the line indicate the resistance of the given conductor. So according to Ohm's law, the amount of current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to V. So I is equal to 1 by R of V, where 1 by R is proportionality constant and R is the resistance of the conductor. So V is equal to IR. This is the equation of Ohm's law, where V is equal to voltage, I is current and R is the resistance of the conductor. So if you plot a graph between voltage and current, taking voltage in x-axis and current in y-axis, the nature of the graph is a straight line passing through origin, and the slope of the line indicate 1 by R. 1 by R is the slope of the line. So this equation V is equal to IR is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c is the equation of a straight line. So in y-axis current is taken, in x-axis voltage. So y is equal to current I, M is equal to slope of the line 1 by R, x in x-axis voltage V plus c is equal to 0. So therefore I is equal to 1 by R of V, or V is equal to IR. That means V is equal to IR is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, where 1 by R is the slope of the line. Then analytical deduction of Ohm's law. Consider a cylindrical conductor of length L is connected with a source voltage V. Then electrons start moving from negative towards positive and current flows from positive towards negative. This is the direction of electric field from positive to negative and the direction of electron from negative to positive. So in the previous chapter we already know that drift velocity is equal to minus E capital E divided by m into tau. This is the expression for drift velocity in terms of electric field. But the relation between drift velocity and current is given by I is equal to NA Vd. So putting the value of Vd in equation number 2, we get I is equal to NA Vd is equal to minus E divided by m into tau into E. So finally I is equal to minus NA E square E tau divided by m. As soon as electric field is applied, there is a potential difference between the two ends of the conductor. But we know that electric field is negative of potential gradient. That means mathematically E is equal to minus V by L, where E is equal to electric field, V is equal to potential difference, and L is the length of the conductor. Putting the value of E is equal to minus V by L, we get I is equal to minus N E square tau A divided by m into minus V by L. So multiplying I is equal to N E square tau A V divided by ml. So rearranging this term, taking V in LHS and the rest term in RHS. So V is equal to ml divided by N E square tau A into I. So this form ml divided by N E square tau A is also known as resistance of the given conductor. In the previous chapter, we already find out R is equal to ml divided by N E square tau A. So V is equal to, this is equal to R into I. So V is equal to Ri or V is equal to IR. This is the form of Ohm's law. Hence V is directly proportional to I. This is the analytical deduction of Ohm's law. Now find out the relation between resistivity and conductivity. But in the previous chapter we already discussed the factor affecting resistance. That means consider a cylindrical conductor of length L and its cross-sectional area A. So resistance varies directly to the length of the conductor and resistance varies inversely to the area of cross-section of the conductor. So combining these two terms, we get R is equal to rho L by A, where rho is proportionality constant, is known as resistivity of the material. So therefore rho is equal to Ra divided by L, but A is equal to pi r square. So rho is equal to R into pi r square divided by L. R is equal to radius of the circle. But R is equal to D by 2. D is equal to diameter. So finally rho is equal to R into pi d square by 4L. So rho is equal to Ra by L and rho is equal to R into pi r square by L, or rho is equal to R into pi d square by 4L. These are the formula of resistivity. In SI system, unit of resistance is ohm, unit of resistivity is ohm meter, but conductivity is the reciprocal of resistivity. In SI system, unit of conductivity is equal to 1 by ohm meter is equal to ohm inverse meter inverse. Ohm inverse is equal to mho into meter inverse. So unit of conductivity is mho into meter inverse. But conductivity and resistivity are reciprocal to each other. So for a conductor means it conducts current easily. That means its conduction capacity or conductivity is maximum, that is infinity. So its resistivity is equal to 0. But for insulator, conductivity is less or 0. That means its resistivity is high. So finally, resistivity and conductivity are reciprocal to each other. So in the next videos, I will discuss current density. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. If you want to watch more videos, press bell icon. Thank you so much.